Chapter 19, Bear Bratsky. When the announcement comes that there's an assembly, we're all psyched. Why wouldn't we be? It's like a get-out-of-jail-free card for whole morning classes. What's the assembly about? Who knows? Who cares? In the auditorium, the big screen is set up. That means you'll be turning the lights out. The perfect chance to catch a nap for a guy who's been playing video games until 3 last night. Aaron is way ahead of me. He drapes himself into a seat, his legs dangling over the back of the chair in front of him, his arms spread out wide. I find my way in beside him and we wrestle for position. "Hey!" exclaims a loser in the row ahead of us, the one with Aaron's size 14 construction boot hanging over his shoulder. But when he sees who he's talking to, he gets real quiet, real fast. He and his friends wander off, looking for someplace else to sit. I flake out next to Aaron. "Wake me up when it's over," he mumbles, already half asleep. "You're the one who's going to be waking up me," I retort, and we exchange a few rabbit punches before settling in for a big snooze fest. Then comes the surprise. The whole purpose of this assembly is so we can congratulate Chase Ambrose and Shoshana Weber for their amazing video they made for some stupid contest or other. That's all I need, to watch the principal and the teachers lining up to worship the kid who used to be just a guy like me until he fell on his head and suddenly became smart. It gets worse. You're not going to worship the video, you're going to watch it, all 40 minutes. Well, forget sleeping now. I'm too ticked off. Even Aaron is sitting bolt upright, staring in outrage at Ambrose and the Weber chick on stage. The video starts. That's when my head really explodes. The thing is called Warrior. It's about that geezer Solway, the meanest old Dumbledore in the entire Greybeard Motel. No wonder the two of them spent so much time with the guy. Beside me, I can practically see steam coming out of Aaron's ears. It's not enough for him to make us look like jerks by doing community service work when he doesn't have to, he sees. But he has to make a documentary about the place so he can brag to the whole world. And with Shoshana Weber, from the same family that got us on community service in the first place. I thought that guy was my friend. "But Solway?" I demand. "What's up with that?" "Yeah," he agrees. "A whole museum full of ancient fossils, and they have to pick the nasty old crab who complains to the nurses if his cookie is off center on the plate." "That's not what I mean, and you know it," I hiss. "Why him, huh? Not just any old Dumbledore. Solway. No way that's a coincidence." "Chase doesn't know anything about that," Aaron reminds me. "He's got amnesia." "If he's got amnesia," I put in darkly. Sounds a little convenient to me. Well, he's got amnesia enough to forget that he's our boy. Aaron says bitterly. I nod. "He used to play football, now he doesn't. He says he's coming back, but I think it's just to string us along. He's partnered up with Weber, and he's getting buddy-buddy with Joel Weber. He's making it impossible to get along with him. He acts like he's changed, but he's really just cutting us out." On the screen, there's a close-up photo of a gleaming Medal of Honor. In the voice-over, Shoshana explains that this isn't the actual medal Mr. Solway won. Mr. Wonderful Solway isn't just a hero. He's modest, too. He never wore the dumb thing because he didn't want people to feel bad that they don't have one. And over the years, he forgot where he put it. "Yeah, right," I mutter. "Shh," Aaron hisses. When it's finally over, Ambrose and the Weber chick get a 5-minute standing ovation. That burns me up, since I know for a fact that the other kids were just as bored as I was. They bring the whole video club up there because they helped. Mrs. DeLeo reads a letter from the head of the Greybeard Motel thanking the filmmakers for their awesomeness and the school for having such awesome students. Puke. Aaron and I are sentenced to go to that place 3 days a week until we're practically old enough to check in there. And what do we get for it? Yelled at, that's what, by nurses and Dumbledores both. And Chase, who's worse than us, gets a love letter from the director. I've never been so happy to get back to the classroom. "Can't just do nothing about this," I plead to Aaron as he takes the desk next to me. "He's walking all over us, and we're letting him." For the very first time, he doesn't look at me like I'm crazy. I've got an idea how we can jog his memory. You know, remind him who his real friends are.